Congratulations, MAGA. Your vote for Trump is the reason why senior citizens will be kicked out of their nursing homes. Before you flood my comment section screaming fake news, I'm going to provide some verifiable facts. Google's free. You can go look at the bill. 60% of nursing home residents rely on Medicaid to cover their care. That is a fact. And Trump's new tax plan, it cuts the provider tax by 41%. This slashes how much support states receive from the government for nursing homes. That's a 41% funding cut. That is a fact. The American Healthcare Association says that 1 in 4 nursing homes could shut down and half of their staff will be eliminated. That's a fact. So where do these senior citizens go? Some might have family to take them in, but for others, this is the end of the road. There's no place for them to go. This is what your vote for Trump is doing. It's pushing vulnerable seniors out of care and onto the streets. And that is a fact. This isn't America first. This is our elderly last. If you voted for Trump, you made this happen. I hate to say it. This is on you.
Oh, well, that's the sad reality, right? Families are being called by the nursing homes that they took their folks to that they cannot take care of them anymore. And you guys remember that big beautiful bill, right? Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting me on this channel. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos. And guys, in today's video, more than 60% of nursing home residents rely on Medicaid. And the facilities that they are in are telling them that they have nothing left. And you guys remember the one big beautiful bill. Because of that bill, about $1 trillion has been cut of Medicaid, right? And these nursing homes are not even pretending. They are saying that we cannot keep up. There is no staff, there is no funds, we have no choice. Come and pick your folks, guys. What do you think about this in the comment section? Because it's giving these elderly people, right, seniors, some of them veterans, sacrificed their whole life, and now the government is telling them that they are now a burden, and they are saying that this is not the America that they knew. I came across some videos and there was a woman that was complaining that she was just called out of the blue to come and pick up her father. Come and get your dad by Friday. There is no plan, there is no help, just get your father and good luck with it. And some people are saying that they don't even have anywhere to keep them. They don't have food. They can't even survive with their family on their own, right? How much more now taking in a third person, or if you're lucky, your father and your mother, right? And these expenses are not minimal, right? In those nursing homes, it goes as high as $4,000, $5,000 to take care of those people in a month. I mean, that's triple the amount some people pay for mortgage, right? Guys, what do you think about this in the comment section? Let's see what the creators have to say, because this is insane.
Here who works with seniors, y'all didn't think the big beautiful bill was gonna impact nursing homes? You didn't think that? Y'all don't realize that nursing homes is covered by Medicaid, right? You know 60-70%. Yeah, do y'all understand how budgets work? Do you think majority of the people that are in that nursing home just have $4,000 or $5,000 a month to cover their private pay? A lot of those places are being reimbursed by Medicaid. Okay? Medicare is a different thing. And some of Medicare is covered by Medicaid. Okay? Now you're talking about if they kick out all the people who are on Medicaid for their skilled nursing, one, we're talking about a ton of jobs lost. You're going to talk about the other people who are private pay. That's got to increase now. Okay, so you may be paying $4,000 a month with your retirement. Now that might go up to $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. which means you'll run out of money sooner. And then where you gonna go? Because if you run out of money sooner and you get sicker, then where you gonna go? And we ain't gonna even get into the SNAP benefits and how that's gonna impact nutrition and how that's gonna impact farms and the cost of food in general. See, when things happen when the government stops doing certain things and it impacts people who are lower income, you think that ain't working and ain't contributing, you think that's not going to impact you too? I'm so confused. Why is this rocket science? I realize that a lot of people, they really think that the government was giving handouts and didn't realize that their hand was out too. It was behind their back with their hand out. See, you didn't have your hand out in front of you, so it seemed like you was better than everybody else. But reality, your life has also been being compensated by the taxpayers of this good, Americas. Okay, here in the United States, these states, your medical is being covered that way. Your medical is being discounted in some ways because we had those backings of those federal dollars. So you're not getting the coverage that your congressperson is getting, okay? They got good benefits in the government, specifically Congress. They didn't cut other stuff for the federal workers, and most of them are gone. What did y'all think was gonna happen? Yes. And people are pushing people out of these nursing homes now. These are big corporations. This is not, you don't have just a Jack and Jill little around the corner. These people are corporations. They looking at their bottom line. It's a business. A nursing home is a business. These are just not nice people coming to work to take care of your granny or to take care of you. Honey, when you vote, you got to know the information. Y'all been being lazy voters and people been trying to tell you, but you ain't listen. You got that FAFO. I know y'all stole that phrase from black folks, but you about to find it out. Yes, including, you know who gonna feel these cuts more than anybody else? White people. See, people of color know the government always gonna F us up. But it's the white people who voted for this who don't realize that they putting their business on the line, their life on the line, their ability to function in the United States, which is expensive. You think they're not about to close your local clinic? They about to close your rural hospitals. They closing all of that. They gonna close these nursing homes because they can't afford it. So now we're gonna have empty buildings sitting around. We're about to have increased population of unhoused people. We're gonna also, and I'm not saying these are all things, these things kind of correlate. We're going to see an uptick in crime. Well, I guess we're starting to purge. But yeah, did we not think that?
My dad lives in a nursing home. And by now, I'm sure you've seen the video circulating about the woman who's really concerned because her dad is getting kicked out of his nursing home due to Medicare. And this is just the anticipatory changes that the big, beautiful bill is putting into place. What people don't understand is a lot of nursing homes are actually owned by these big corporations, right? So the big corporations, your local branch isn't that, but like they are owned like by private equity, things like that. Like I know the one that my dad lives in is like that. And so the rules kind of come from on top. So it sounds like some of these nursing homes are figuring, well, we're not going to get reimbursed from Medicare in the future. So we're going to just start evicting people who, pay that way because we don't want to suffer the losses. And instead we'll try to fill those spots with people who pay out of pocket. Now, in my case, like my dad, we actually pay out of pocket, or I should say he pays out of pocket for his nursing home care. But what is it going to do when I guarantee you like 70-80% of the people who are at my dad's facility are in some type of Medicare reimbursement, especially if they're in like very long-term care situations. Like that is super common. I don't think people understand that. And so what's going to happen when these facilities can't fill the apartments because there's not enough people who can afford? I mean, to give you an idea, it's over $4,000 a month, guys. $4,000. I mean, think about like that. That's like almost triple my mortgage. Okay. It's crazy. And in my case, like what would happen if I was in this situation? Because I'm thinking about that. Like what's going to happen if like my dad's facility, for example, shuts because there's not going to be beds anywhere for these people to go. So the burden is going to be on the families. And like in my case, I don't have anywhere to put this man. And I don't live in a handicap accessible home. And there is no housing in my area. So I can't just like pick up and move. And I have a mortgage from 2011. Like I can't just move. Like, that's not really an option. So, like, I don't know what I would be doing if I was in that same situation. And I am really worried. And if you're thinking, well, I'm so lucky, I don't have anyone in nursing care, I'm not going to be impacted. Let me just tell you that this is just the one little arm of the ripple effect that this is all going to have, right? What's going to happen when hospitals aren't getting reimbursed for things? What's going to happen when your doctors are not getting reimbursed? They're going to go private practice. I'm telling you, this whole healthcare system is like on a house of cards. Like, it's all going to come crumbling down, and it's going to come crumbling down fast, unfortunately.
Yep, them nursing homes finna not take Medicaid, so y'all better get them rooms ready for Mima and Pawpaw. Yeah, combine them kids' room, get rid of the den, man cave, whatever y'all got, scoot it over, because Mima and Pawpaw is coming to the crib. I don't want to hear nothing. This is not what I voted for. Yes, this is absolutely what you voted for. Okay? No, I don't want to hear any of that. Mima and Pawpaw will be at the crib in 30 to 45 days. All right? Yeah. Yeah. That's where we are. And listen, before you get in my comments with that red, blue, left, right, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. You can put that Trump hat and that shirt on your Mima and Pawpaw, but they coming to the crib. You can best believe that.
I've seen some posts about them saying that people gonna basically be getting kicked out the nursing homes because they rejecting Medicaid and Medicare and stuff, and a lot of older people are gonna pass away. Some of them gonna pass away in the streets and never gonna make it to a family member's house or to some type of care or housing. I worked in a nursing home, and when people came there for rehab or something like that, if they didn't have nowhere to go after that, they literally would roll them outside to the end of the street with their damn bags. And if they had something wrong with them that was medical that they probably could need help with, the nursing home sometimes would call the ambulance for them. And if the ambulance didn't take them, they was shit out of luck. Then there's people that went home with folks that you could tell they did not want them to go home with. They was being rough, getting them in the car, throwing their bags in the back. You could tell that they was going to roughhouse them or lead them in a room to basically urinate and poop on themselves all damn day. People talking about make room for Mima and Pawpaw. They gonna have their asses living in the living room again. They gonna set up a cot bed right there in the living room again and have her there sitting there with all the kids all day, all night until that lady pass away. That's what it's gonna be. Elderly abuse is gonna skyrocket. Y'all think that they was being neglected and abused in them nursing homes because they were short staffed, which they were. But it's going to get worse in them family houses. People think, oh, nobody will love you like family. No, some of these families going to get revenge on these folks. It's parents and grandparents out here that did nothing but beat, berate, and drink and get high and do nothing but terrible things to their kids and grandkids. And you think if they forced to take them home, they're going to do right by them. Y'all will be mistaken. Y'all going to see a bunch of terrible shit in the news. A bunch of terrible shit. Just like how during COVID, child abuse and domestic violence went up, elderly abuse been a sky.
Guys, what do you think about this in the comment section? Because a recent survey actually found that 55% of nursing homes are slashing the number of their Medicaid patients. And 27% of them actually say that we are closing entirely because we have no funds to keep supporting these people. Now, families will have nowhere to run to. Families will have no place to turn to for help, except probably, you can imagine a family of 3 or 4, right? You practically live hand to mouth from paycheck to paycheck. You have nothing left after your salary for that month. You struggle to make ends meet to take care of the children and all of that. And now they're telling you that, okay, this burden that was never yours, right, to start with, because the government has been assisting to ease the burden. They are now saying that, okay, so this burden is coming from, their family and all of that. But now they are saying this burden that the government has been assisting with is coming back to you. You have to pay for all their expenses. And guys, that is not cool. Okay, they are being told that they don't fit into the budget anymore. right? So when you hear that Medicaid cuts save money, remember, they are not saving lives, because those people will be unalived. Those that are getting access to emergency care, those that need medications and all of that, because they are shifting the bodies onto families that are already stretched to the breaking point. The nursing homes cannot take care of the elders anymore. And guys, I just think that if this goes up, America is going to learn in the hard way, because oh, this is so twisted. And guess what? Some people voted for this. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.